Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind, preparing for fleet carriers, cargo missions at Sothis and Chios. So if you would, look to the lower right hand corner of the video and you will see a subscribe button. Please press that. It helps me with YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything, but it'll really help me out. Underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where there's over 475 videos after the publishing of this one out there for you to watch. Underneath the video in the description at the bottom of that shows ways to donate. Please consider donations. It's very expensive to create this many videos, and the time and the software and hardware and publishing software, all of those things cost a lot of money. So if I can get some help from my viewers, that would be incredible. So this week, Frontier announced that the fleet carriers would be coming out in June, and they would be a beta test starting April the 2nd and in May. So we're going to try to be a beta tester so you can see the fleet carriers. What we also found out, Sis right? You see that my total balance is 6.58 billion. Well, the fleet carriers are going to be 5 billion, so that just leaves us 1.5 billion. So that means we have to grind and collect more credits. So that's what the reasoning for these videos, and our viewership has skyrocketed 3 times its normal amount just since the announcement of the fleet carriers again, and these videos are being watched 3.5 or 2.5 times more than normal. So we're going to keep creating them as long as the viewership stays high, and then Thursday, April the 2nd, we're going to start recording the beta of working with the fleet carriers. It'll be our first look, so we might stumble through it a little bit, but we'll do our best to figure it out as quickly as possible. So by the time we leave Brunel here, which we're fixing to do, go to Sothis mining, deliver the 2 missions that we got from here, and then come back to Babbage, I believe. Sis left. And then we'll go to Babbage. That should put us over 6.6 billion. So every 50 million we create a video of doing that, picking up missions and delivering them. So we'll continue that as long as the viewership stays high, which right now it's pretty high, 2.5 times higher than normal. So we'll continue doing that. So let's get started and go to Sothis mining and pick up another load. Now, to see the reward amounts that we're seeing, you have to raise the faction, the reputation with the factions.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints retracted. Clear for departure.
You do that through donations to the factions and delivering missions. Your reputation will grow, and when you max out, you'll start seeing those high 10.5 million for one mission. And what I'm trying to do is, on the basis of 200 units.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Would the mission add up to 7.5 million or above? So that's kind of what we're trying to stay with right now. We're maxing out our missions count. And you'll see that if you watch the videos. We are getting interdicted 4 to 5 times per run. Not really as much here in Sothis. We get a interdiction every once in a while, but in Cios, when we're delivering cargo missions, we are being interdicted. Sys left. Been interdicted 4 or 5 times in Cios. So I want to show you a way, that's what these videos are for, to grow your credits so you can get a personal fleet carrier. That's the whole idea. I have enough right now that I will be able to buy a fleet carrier and show you over time the ins and outs of it. I'll have my first look at it too, probably on April the 2nd, as long as they allow me to be a beta tester. In the past, when they've done betas, I have been offered the opportunity to be a beta tester, and I expect that I'll be offered that again. So then I will bring it to you. That's the whole idea. I want you to see the fleet carriers, and I'll try to learn as much as I can about it, or we'll learn together about it. And they have a 500 light year jump range, but they use titanium fuel. It'll be a new fuel that will probably have to be mined or purchased. So for one of the reasons we're trying to gain so much credits is to be able to support the upkeep and upgrade of that fleet carrier. It's supposed to have 16 landable pads, and you can choose how many: small, medium, and large, up to 16 in total. And we'll see what that upkeep is, and if you play in solo mode, just like your ship doesn't continue to use fuel when you log off, when you quit the game. Well, we're hoping that's the way it's going to work with the fleet carriers if you're playing solo. They have hinted that even when you're not online, and I would think if it was open play and you gave permissions to other pilots to use your fleet carrier, that would be the case. But if I'm the only one using my fleet carrier, and I exit the game, is that what happens? That's the question. Sys left. And we have to be prepared right at 7.50 to hit request.
Docking request granted.
And then even then, sometimes it denies us because someone just beat us on the request. Now, if you exit the game for several hours and come back, sometimes the rewards are smaller. Now, what I do is you can select up to 20 missions, which has a 24-hour expiration. So when I'm feverishly playing and the mission rewards are high, I select them up to the 20.
Deployed.
So that way, if it does slow down, that's fine. We still have plenty of missions to run. And you'll see some of that. Make sure you select that subscribe button at the lower right. That's what I need from you, and it doesn't cost you anything, but sure will
Docking
help me.
successful. Engines disengaged.
Helps me with YouTube. And consider donating, and you'll find that information at the bottom of the description of this video. Now we're going to turn in the 2 missions that we picked up in Brunel for here at Sothis before we pick up missions to go to Babbage. As my guess is we will be publishing this video because it should push us over the 6.6 billion. See, right now we're like 13.5 million away. So there's a possibility that we'll reach it on our next delivery. It says left. And I picked them based on time, like this 6 hour, which is 180 units of gold for 8.2 million to Babbage. And for us it's just a partial, so that should really help us. So it's delivery 141 of 180, which is this one to Babbage. That and a few others should definitely push us over, we hope, to where we go over 6.6 billion. So it's left. So we're going to look for another Babbage. We like to look for them in due order. See, there's one. Boom delivery of 120 gold. Boom delivery, 120 gold. Is it to Babbage? Yes. Sis left. Now that one was 5.9, so yes, we should go over the 6 billion in that case. Another Babbage, 144 gold. Delivery, just deliver 144 gold. The Babbage. And that'll have to be a partial.
Cargo hold at max.
I believe we have enough to go over the 6.6, but we'll see. What we'll do is look for large missions to add to our list. They need to be pretty large though. See, for 200 this is roughly 7. I don't know if we'll pick up that one this time because we keep maxing out. I think I want to be a little higher than that. I do like those 2s because they take very little cargo space.
Incoming mission critical message.
New Dawn. It's a small one. Again, I like those. They don't take much space. Those 2 and 3 units.
Incoming mission critical message.
Is this right? 280. Is this left? We're going to Babbage. Like I said, I believe this will put us over that 6.6 billion, and that's the idea. If it does, then this video will be published. And this is a bad allergy day for me, so you'll have to excuse me. I do take allergy medicine, but it's still a rough allergy. Springtime day. Is this up? And I'm not one to talk a lot, so me doing videos has really stretched and strained my voice. So underneath the video to the right, you'll see that subscribe button. Please press that. It will help me greatly. Below the video, in the description, at the bottom of it, it shows ways to donate, and I hope you'll consider donating. Underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 475 videos after the publishing of this video. So let's get going to Babbage, where we'll probably be interdicted up to 4 or 5 times. If you like watching interdictions, you'll get to see them. There's usually plenty of interdictions. Because it's
Landing
pirate
gear retracted. Ship released.
Pirate
Engines engaged.
pirate convention heaven. I do appreciate you watching, and I thank all of the subscribers that have subscribed so far.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We already have an interdictor coming in behind us.
Incoming mission
This
critical
left.
message.
We have at least one that you'll get to see. I don't like taking on interdictions when I'm at max speed, but sometimes they do, and you just have to go with it. We got number 2 interdictor showing up on that sensor. It's going to be at least 2. There might be more. Start throttling back a little bit to make our turn, and that usually activates the interdictions when we make our turn toward the station. There's number 1. So if you like seeing interdictions, you'll definitely get to see them. Get you a ship that you're very comfortable with. And my controllers don't work great about hovering over the escape vector, but I can chase them pretty good. That was number 1. We got 2 more, at least. There's number 2. And we have a 3rd one waiting. So just try to cover that escape vector with the center of your ship. That blue and white ring you see there. There's number 3. And if you don't win the interdiction, just maximize your speed. Hit boost as often as you can. They have thermal weapons, so it heats up your ship. And use heat sinks. To the left of the screen, you'll see heat sinks. And that's what they're really for. Also for when you come out of hyperspace and you get too close to a star. It's to help you get back into Super Cruise. See, I can rotate a little bit, and it pushes some of those planets to the side, so either they're beside me or in front of me. That's the ultimate goal, because then you can see directly behind you. Now, pirates, unlike anyone else, they can pop in right behind you. So you see in the center of the sensor, that's us, that little dot. And you will at times see interdictors pop in right behind us. Now I do like to pull around and make sure that I'm not next to the planet. In case of an interdiction. And the gravitational pull of the planet can cause you problems. Can slow your ship down. So this allows me to have maximum speed, and then I point at it. You watch the center of your sensor to see if one pops in behind. We have one that's acting like he could, but we're getting close to being able to exit Super Cruise like we did before he got behind us. He was going to interdict us, but at 1 million meters.
Golf, India. Welcome to this federal facility. Please observe all standard docking procedures.
But at 1 million meters, we exit. Sis left.
Access approved. Land on pad 30. Automated docking confirmed.
And if you watch many of these, you'll see ships come out of Super Cruise right on top of us and almost hit us. And sometimes they do hit us with their ship. I've been hit many times by a pirate ship that comes out of Super Cruise here at the stations right on top of us. Do you like drama? Boy, you'll find it here. You'll find it with watching a lot of my videos. All kinds of drama.
Landing gear deployed.
Because we play so much and we show so much video, we see things from time to time that's hardly ever seen. Checking the video. Yes, it is recording. See if we get over that 6.6 so I can publish this video.
Contact. Power down systems.
We're at 6586. We need like 13.4. See if we get it. We still have some more, and we're at 6592, so we need less than 8. And there's 8. 6.6 billion. We hit it. And we have a partial that we can use on another trip. Is this right? Make sure. Yes, no cargo. So we made it to 6.6 barely. Well, almost by 916,000. So this one will be published, and we'll look for a mission back to Sothis. It's usually basic medicines. That's Dawn Inheritance. Medicines, no. We only take them back to Sothis Mining because that's where we have to load the cargo of deliveries we have already chosen. There's a Sothis for about 2 million. See, if we wouldn't have gotten it, we'd have that when we go back to Sothis. But we got it. And use those donations when you're building your reputation. Look at the bar under each of the factions. It's maxed out. That's why we get the maximum rewards. So you have to build that. It's kind of building trust with the factions. You don't. Yeah, that's within. Watch those big 5834 units, 5956 units. It looks good at 13 million, but you try to transport that many units. It's not so good. It don't look good when you're doing it. Okay. Is this up? We're going to head back to Sothis Mining, where we'll be ready to load up again. Is this left? And we do have some 16-hour ones, but we've delivered all the ones that were getting critical. That's why I like to do the oldest ones first. And they call it stacking missions the way I do. And yes, it does cause more interdictions. But when you're trying to collect credits, you can collect the maximum credits. And part of the reason the maximum credits is because of the pirates. Be sure to press that subscribe button in the lower right hand corner of the video, and underneath the video in the description select to donate, if you would, to the cause of over 470 videos in our
Landing gear
channel.
retracted.
Ship released. Depart when ready, Commander.
Underneath the video to the left, you'll see that YouTube channel page where there's over 475 videos as of the publication of this video. And thank you for coming along, and thank you to all those that have subscribed. Really means a lot to me, and I don't take that lightly. I really appreciate that. Now you might wonder, I don't think I can do that, what GFM RDG's doing. Oh yeah, you can. If I can do it, you can do it.
Frameshift
guarantee
drive
it.
charging.
I'm not the greatest game player, and I'm not the greatest of anything. So if I can do it, you can do it. It just takes practice. And you can do it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I am nobody special, that's for sure. Only my mother and my wife think I'm special. And my kids. But I consider you special because you watch my videos and some of you subscribe. So, special to me, so I appreciate it. Every person that watches my video, I appreciate it greatly. Is this left? We could get interdicted because we're carrying a few units back to Sothis Mining. I wish there was more that we could carry back on a round trip, but there's not as much. But like we needed over 12 million, and we got it by almost a million. So we got about 13 million on that trip from Sothis mining down to Babbage. So it's pretty good stuff. It'll help you get your fleet carrier if you decide you want one. The main reason I want it, because I want to be able to show it to you. Doesn't mean I'll always keep it. It really matters how much the upkeep costs, if I keep it or not. I do have a cutter that I'd like to put on it, but I don't use the cutter very much because it just doesn't handle like the Python. I'm much more comfortable with my Python than I am the cutter. Cutter, yes, holds 720 units. That part is really cool. It is a large ship, so you can only land it on large stations that have large station pads. So, like here at Sothis Mining, I can't land my cutter here because they don't have a large pad. So I'd pretty much rather use my Python. It's a lot more comfortable for me. It's more of an all-around ship, can land almost anywhere. And it's just what's comfortable to you, and that's what you have to find out. What's the most comfortable ship for you? You need to gather materials and meet with the engineers and have your modules upgraded and modded from the engineers. You do need to do that. And for my long trips, I even have a Guardian FSD booster, which adds an additional 10 light years jump range. And I have a video on that Guardian surface sight, so check that out. I have a video on almost everything, especially for a pilot that's not big into combat. And I have a competent at about 18%. Just left. See, that ship's going to try to beat us to the 7.50.
Docking request
And we just
granted.
happen to beat him. Why, and he'll probably turn away. See, then he leaves. He's up there and he'll go ahead and leave and go into Super Cruise. But he was trying to beat me to the request. And they do at times beat me into the request. And then this is a smaller ship here. The one that left was probably a medium. Now I wish they had two
Landing
medium
gear
pads.
deployed.
They got room for it to the left of the pad. They need two medium pads. We're going to deliver this one mission
Docking successful.
that we have,
Engines
and then that'll be the
disengaged.
end. That will be the end of this video as soon as we deliver this mission here. See, we're 6.600, and there is a mission here, right there, that we can deliver. Is this right? Yep, that was all of them. And we have 6602. So at 6650, we'll even do another video. Every 50 million, we do a video. So until then, I appreciate you coming along, and I hope you'll view the next video that we put out. And I'll have to run some more missions just to get to the 6650, or close to it, where you can see that video. And I appreciate you coming along. Please subscribe. Please donate. Check out more of my videos. I'd really appreciate it. So until next time, thank you for watching.